Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode number 5 of the first season here with Guernsey on the way roaring to the top. So, this episode we're going to be playing against Ramsgate. So we're just going to quickly recap what's happened in between since, because I think we've had quite a few games. I think we played Hastings last, wasn't it? Yes, we did. We played Hastings last. Then we came to play Tooting and Meacham and beat them 3-2. Very good game there. Very happy with it. Goals from Loring, McGarth and Adam Flint, which won it for us on the 83rd minute. They did very well. They got 2 goals and we had to come back from 2-0 down, which I was very proud of the lads for doing. We then played, who did we play for Tooting? Godalming? I'll leave it there. We beat them 2-0, Garth getting a brace. Very good game again, quite happy with that. I think, is this episode or game I switched the system up? Yeah, I had to change the system up a bit because, because I had a striker go off injured in the last game, so I just mixed it up a little bit and sort of went for something a bit asymmetric, and it worked, surprisingly. After we played them, we moved on to Hythe and lost 1-0 in Isthmian League Cup second round. Really disappointed there. Couldn't progress. Just didn't turn up really. The only player that sort of played well was Flint. The rest sort of were lacklustre to say. And Weston got the goal in the 66th minute to take them through to the next round, guys. After losing to them, we bounced straight back against Sittingborough and beat them 3-1. Goals from Flint and Allen, this time coming back from an injury. Did very well to get the 2 goals. Quite happy for him. And sort of showed that we can bounce back from a defeat. But I'll get the words out in a minute. We then dropped straight to another defeat to Mosley, 3-1 there. And they had the man sent off. Commis was just lethal. Just completely lethal. Nothing we did would stop him, and he just ran riot all game, and he got bagged the 3 goals for him. We then played Cray and drew 1-1. Alan just about scraping us the draw on the 87th minute. Very lucky to get that. They played very well all game, and it was one mistake, and we were able to get the goal right in the end. After Cray, we played South Park, losing 1-0. So these last few games, we've had a sort of up and down feel to it, and it's been a little bit concerning. Lee Stevens again, and they did quite well, defended well. We had 1 shot on target, which wasn't enough, and they just hit us and scored with one of their only shots on target. Very disappointing. But we played Dorking Wanderers again and beat them 2-1. Allen with his brace, and they had a man sent off in the 49th minute. And after going 1-0 up in the first half, we did exceptionally well to come back. Okay, they went down to 10 men, but we had to sort of really throw him forward to get the late win, and we got it. We then played Walton Casuals and drew 1-1. We pretty much got in the lead and then just couldn't can't think of the word I'm looking for. Couldn't capitalise on it and take the 3 points. They had 2 shots on target and one of them went in. Really disappointing for that to happen, but these seasons happen. They defended well pretty much all game other than the goal, and we couldn't capitalise on it, and they got the point. So we're going to get into the game against Ramsgate, and we've had a slight tactical switch up. We've gone for more of a compact system. Standard 4 at the back, 3 in the middle, ball winner who dropped deep. I might change that to a centre mid defend, I'm not sure yet, see what works better. And you got a box to box just going up and down here, advanced playmaker going up and down here, another advanced playmaker in the middle, and then a deep line forward and advanced forward, same as the 4 in the last system. This is actually a system I used with a offline Liverpool save I've got, but I've changed the instructions up because we don't have the players to play the style I was playing with Liverpool, so it's not really something I wanted to sort of implement straight away, or something I might implement later on. So we're going to jump into this, switch them two back around. Young, Teal, Steele, Hume, Martin, Flint, Dodd, Martin. Oh, got two Martins. I completely glossed over that and I didn't even realise. We just weren't getting enough out of our wide men, and I couldn't find a decent right winger to come in that I wanted to bring into the team. So it's like, let's take that situation away from it and bring in a central midfield rather instead, to be able to combat that, because we were getting overrun in midfield quite a bit, and they've got 5. I have no idea who anyone. I know Gilks, I recognise that name. I have no idea where I recognise it from, but I recognise it probably from last year's version when I was doing a Boston save. And I'm pretty sure I had him at one point, but I cannot remember. But I recognise him. That's the only one I recognise there, and I'm pretty sure that's not Darren Bent. So let's get going in this game. Where are we going? Let's see. Get our strikers knocking the ball into the back of the net would be nice. And let's get going. Let's move this up, because for some reason it drops down every time I seem to load up the save, which is quite annoying, especially when you've got a camera in the bottom corner. And the only difference really from my Liverpool one and that is team instructions, and the wing backs are set to support rather than attack. Because in that save I just literally have my wing backs flying forward, just causing havoc up the other end of the pitch. But in this, we can't really do that, because if we do, we'll be overrun and have no chance whatsoever. It's coming up to half time, 44 minutes in, and nothing's happened since that highlight, so I'll give them a bit of a bollock and see if we can get going. Oh, I recognise Hancock's name as well. Hey, they actually got 2 players I actually recognise the names of, which is really surprising, because players move around so much in these lower divisions, you never know who's playing for who. But Young's just played the ball up looking at Allen, and he's offside. Oh, disappointing there. Come on, lads. We're coming up to 60 minutes, and as you can see here, we've had 13 shots, only 1 has hit the target. That is ridiculously poor. 10 have gone off target, and obviously 2 have been blocked. So let's bring some subs on from McGarth. Let's bring Winch up top. And bring Rioy on, because he hasn't had a game yet. See what he can do. Hopefully cause him a bit of problems. Hopefully he saw us shooting boots out. But Tardif with the goal kick out to Martin. Goes over the top, but Hancock clears it. Down to Steele. Teal into Rioy. And the Hume, where's he going? Up to Allen. They've got so many men back. They've got everyone back but their striker, which is so hard to break down. Hume, he's got space on the overlap there. Into Allen though. Steele up to Teal. Steele to Teal rhymes. I wasn't expecting to. Winch. Oh, and that should have been a better shot there. Really disappointing that. Lovely work move into it. But really disappointed he didn't get at least a decent save at the keeper, rather than just putting it straight at him. Come on, lads. Let's passionately encourage. See if they can do something a little bit more. Allen doesn't get the crossing, but it drops to Martin into Hume. Rioy's gonna get it to Allen, back to Teal. Shoots from distance. What a strike that was! Rockets into the top corner. 25 yards out. Fantastic strike from the young lad. I'm assuming he's young, because I can't remember if he is or not. But it's one way to make a mark, and they really just completely batter that into the top corner. The stadium's pretty much empty. Allen just drops it back to Till in space, and on his left peg, top left hand corner. What a strike! And hopefully that's going to end the game off, because it's on the 89th minute. Come on, lads, don't concede now. Really don't concede now. Teal, Martin, play it forward over the top for Allen, who gets there. We can get a second, even better, but doesn't play a good pass to Hume. But Steele was just dropped deep enough to head that clear. Allen does really well to win it off 2 players. up to Winch, into Teal, Steele, back to Teal, into Hume. He's got Allen, he's got a couple of players around him, back into Allen, out to Teal again, Martin. Where's he going? All the way back to Dodd, that's fine, keeping the ball. Over the top, don't quite know where that was going to, but apparently it's going to Allen, who got nowhere near it because it was a very bad pass. And we take the win from that absolute cracking strike from the young Teal. And what a way to win that. We were apparently weren't favourites to win it, and to get that result was absolutely amazing. Where are we going then? Let's just have a quick look at that. No, that's just players I'm looking at possibly for the next few years, because their contracts run out. It's very easy to get players in this, but the main issue I'm having, or going to have, is like getting players to relocate. You get a lot of them saying the financial package on offer from Guernsey isn't enough to convince me to relocate, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with quite a bit. But let's have a look at the schedule, because I want to come back, and we're quite almost near the end of the season, surprisingly. We're halfway through. Where is going to be a good game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's come back for the Lewis game. Okay, it's 11 games ahead, but Lewis are top of the league at the minute, and a very good team, to be honest. And it's going to be interesting to see how we get on against them, because last time we played them, we drew 0-0. I don't think I should. No, I didn't show that game. I showed the Hastings one. So let's come back for that one in about 11 games time in March. Should have the youth intake by then as well. So just click over. So if you've enjoyed, guys, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode, where we're going to take on Lewis FC in the clash at the top at the moment, because that's where we are. So I'll see you next time, guys.